All right, here we go. 7.5 algebra, adding and subtracting polynomials. So now we're moving on to polynomials, which just means we have more than one term. We have more than one monomial. And so hopefully by today, at the end of today, you're going to be able to add and subtract polynomials. That's our goal. So let's keep moving. When we add polynomials, we can add them horizontally. Horizontally means left and right. And so I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit here. So for example, we've got 2x squared plus 5x minus 7 plus 3 minus 4x squared plus 6x. So basically, we kind of want to group what we can. Adding lets us rearrange things. We just need to make sure that we take the sign in front. So you'll notice I'm going to take my x squareds first. So I get 2x squared plus a negative 4x squared. Then I'm going to group my x's. I'm going to take a positive 5x and a positive 6x and put those together. And then I've got some just plain numbers. And some kids find it really helpful to put different shapes around them. But basically, we're putting our like terms with our like terms. Remember earlier when we were talking about sorting our clothes and you need to put your pants with your pants, your shirts with your shirts, and so on. That's all we're doing. So 2x squared minus 4x squared gives us a negative 2x squared. Then we move over here, 5x plus 6x gives us an 11x, and a negative 7 and a positive 3 gives us a negative 4. So that is our final answer. You'll notice we don't have any of the same terms repeated there. We've combined everything we can, and that's what's important to know. That's how we end things. We can also do it a vertical method. Thank you. Where we're stacking them right on top of each other, and then we are just bringing it down, just like our normal vertical adding and subtracting. So a negative. The key here, though, by the way, look, I had to rearrange this term in order to get it in the proper form. We want our x squared first, then our x, and our constant last. So all I had to do is rearrange it, keeping the signs in front of it. So a negative 7 plus 3 gave me a negative 4, a positive 5x, a positive 6x, a positive 11x. 2x squared minus 4x gave me a negative 2x squared. This is the same answer as that. It's just kind of a preference thing. So whether you like to look at it horizontally and put it into groups, or if you like to look at it vertically, but you have to get them in the same order. So let's look at this next one. We've got 3y plus y to the third minus 5 plus the polynomial 4y squared minus 4y minus or plus 2y cubed plus 8. Ugh. So if we're going to go this way, we're going to group our y to the thirds. So this is going to go with this. Then we've got our y squareds, which I only have one of them. Then I've got my plain y's, and then I've got my constants. So when I add them together, even though I don't have anything to add with that y squared, I just bring it down because it doesn't go away. So I combine these, put that in, combine those, and that's my final answer. If we're going to do it vertically, this is where you kind of need to remember how we don't have more than one y squared. If you look here, when I put everything in order, I put in a 0y squared. We need a place filler for that. We can't have it shoved over and only have 3 terms up here and 4 terms down there. So you'll have to put in a place filler. But again, when we add it vertically, we get the exact same answer. 3y cubed plus 4y squared minus y plus 3. All right. So I want you to go ahead and press pause, and I want you to try it here. Either method that you want, doesn't matter. Just go ahead and do it. All right. I'm going to do it vertically. That's what I like. So I'm going to do a negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 3 when I rearrange these to put them in the right order. Now I get 4 minus 3 is 1. A negative 3 plus 6 is a positive 3x. 5x squared minus 3x squared leaves me 2x squared. So you should have got 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Make sure that you're putting your signs in front. Over here, all right, I'm going to take this one and put it below because I have 4 terms here and 3 here. So I'm going to have to put a 0 place filler. Actually, I'm going to have to rearrange everything. I've got a negative 2y to the 4th plus 2y to the 3rd plus 2y minus 11. Notice I always cross them off as I put them out just so I know that I've got it done. Now I'm going to do plus y to the 4th. I don't have any y to the 3rd, so I'm just going to put 0y to the 3rd. Then I've got minus 3y plus 7. Now when I add them vertically, a negative 11 plus 7 gives you a negative 4. 2y minus 3y gives me a negative y. 2y cubed plus 0y cubed gives me a positive 2y cubed. And then a negative 2y plus y to the 4th gives me a negative y to the 4th is what you should have got. So a negative y to the 4th plus 2y cubed minus y minus 4. So same thing with subtracting. Let's keep moving on. Remember that you can subtract a real number by adding its opposite or additive inverse. We can do the same thing with polynomials. So we want to write the opposite of each term in the polynomial. So if we want a negative, so if we're subtracting this polynomial, I can just basically distribute that. Make it a negative 3x squared minus 2x plus 6. That would be my additive inverse. And then I am just adding. I'm combining them. So that's exactly what we're going to do here is this becomes a negative 4x, a positive 5, a negative 3x squared. And then I add them. Horizontal method or vertical method. Does not matter what we want to do. So go ahead and try it with these bottom 2. And that's the end of our video for today. So make sure that you, instead of subtract, let's add them and then distribute those out. So go ahead and press pause and we'll see what we get. All right, when I do this, this becomes a positive, this is a negative, this is a positive. So I'm gonna have a positive 2x cubed. I have a negative x squared. I don't have any x's, so I'm gonna put a place filler there. And then I'm going to add 2. When I add them vertically, a negative 4 and a positive 2 is a negative 2. I've got a positive 6x. Negative 3x squared minus another x squared gives me a negative 4x squared. And then I have 4x cubed plus 2x cubed gets me 6x cubed. That should have been your answer there. 6x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x minus 2. Same thing here. When we distribute this, this becomes a negative 7, a positive y, a negative 12y. So when I move it over here, I get, when I line them up, I've got a positive y cubed plus 0y squared minus 12y minus 7. Now when I put this in, I have 0y cubed plus 5y squared plus 8y minus 10. Add them vertically. A negative 7 minus 10, negative 17. Negative 12 plus 8 is a negative 4y. 0y squared plus 5y squared gives me a positive 5y squared. And y to the 3rd plus 0y to the 3rd gives me just y to the 3rd. There's your final answer. Go ahead and write your summary, and I'll see you later.